Of course you have to say that and make me laugh. Good morning. It is Wednesday morning. Of course you know it's Wednesday morning. You're here for Java with Jerry. Well, you're here for Java with Jerry, but we might not stay here. Here's what I mean. We're going to change it up a little bit, and for the first time, Java with Jerry is going on the road today. So there is some heads up news for you. We're going to actually go and do something that's an awful lot of fun. We're going to go out to the Anaheim Convention Center and visit the NAMM show, which is in town. We've got some interviews set up to go take you to out there. We're going to give you a feel for the show. We're going to cruise through it. We've got credentials and all. So that's going to be what this show is all about. It's going to be a little shorter show than our usual format because we're actually going to be out on location and we're going to be doing some editing of it, and you're going to get to see this after the fact. But we thought we'd open here this morning before we hit the road to head over there and tell you a little bit about why we're doing this. NAMM, as you know, the National Association of Music Merchants, is a huge annual show that comes to the Anaheim Convention Center, and it means a lot to the community of Anaheim. It means a lot even to the people who live in our neighborhoods, and I thought I would tell you a little bit about it and why it's so important to our business community before we hit the road and go there. And then the second half of this, well, more than the second half of this, the second 3/4 of this will be out there at the show itself having a good time. We've got some interviews set up, as I said. We're going to tour some of the displays on site, and we'll have a little fun while we're there. Why is NAMM so important? I think you all know that the Anaheim Chamber of Commerce and Visit Anaheim work hand in hand trying to promote this as a destination. You know that Anaheim has a lot of things a lot of other cities in Orange County don't have. It's the largest city in Orange County. It has the Angels, it has the Ducks, it of course has the Disney Resort. It has wonderful restaurants, lots of entertainment. Everything from the House of Blues to your favorite place to go get Korean barbecue. Everything is in what is now becoming the downtown of Orange County. And included among the things here is the largest convention center in the Western United States. The Anaheim Convention Center rivals anywhere in the United States. It's larger than Los Angeles, San Diego, or San Francisco as convention sites. And the National Association of Music Merchants is here this week in Anaheim, and we're going to take you there and let you have some fun with them. Why is it important to the community? I said even to the people that live in the neighborhoods, because what these shows do at the convention center with more than 1 million square feet of exhibit space is bring in hundreds and thousands of visitors weekly. This show will bring over 100,000 visitors, I believe, and we'll learn more of that when we interview Jay Barres out on site at the convention. And those people that come to town don't just stay in the hotels. They stay in the hotels, they eat in our restaurants, they shop in our stores, they help our local merchants. They travel beyond Anaheim. They go out and look at Newport and kick the tires on the coast. They get to see some of the surrounding communities and go visit attractions there. They might go to Disneyland, they might go to Knott's Berry Farm, they might go into Garden Grove to Great Wolf Lodge and enjoy some of the entertainment there for their family. And all of that drives tax revenue into our cities. In Anaheim, the hotel stays in this city alone represent 40% of the income to the city. 40% of their income comes from hotel stays from visitors largely that come to Anaheim. And that 40% income, the largest source of income to the city, does a lot. It paves our roads, it greens our parks, it pays for programs for our seniors and for our children, it provides for public safety, the cops and firefighters that are on our streets. All of that is paid for by virtue of the fact that we're a visitor destination. Having large conventions like this makes a huge difference to our economy and to our neighborhoods. And so we're delighted to have the opportunity at our first show on the road to take you out to NAMM Convention, to have you see what these shows look like, to give you a sense of the numbers of people that come and how exciting these shows are for the community, and then to bring some sense of what it means. In fact, we'll ask some of the people when we're out there how this drives money, not only for commerce, but also for charity. It helps your neighbors, it helps our kids, and it helps us have a good time along the way. And speaking of having a good time, let's stop chattering, let's get on the road, let's get out to NAMM. Let's take this show on the road. Java hits the convention center. See you in a little bit out there in the patio. Good morning. I told you we'd bring you to NAMM, and here you are. You're at a trade show you can't get into, and it is a fabulous party. And with me is Jay Perez, who's the Chief Executive Officer of Visit Anaheim. Boy, one thing, Jay, when you throw a party, you throw a party.
Is this a great party or what? And it happens every January in Anaheim.
This is awesome. We are right behind the main stage, and it is a main stage like you would see in a concert. And in that convention center, the largest, by the way, in the Western United States, right, is how many hundreds of thousands of feet?
Well, it's over 1 million square feet. Once you have the new space with ACC North, there's another stage on the other plaza. So you've got music everywhere you turn in here. There's a lot of people who love music.
And not only do you have planned music with performers, these are world-class professionals playing, but you can walk in any one of the halls where they've got displays, and there'll be somebody grabbing a guitar off the wall or grabbing a horn and just jamming, playing this instrument that's perfectly tuned and waiting for them in a really professional way.
And it's even big name entertainers. It's who may be the guitarist for a very famous band, just roaming the aisles, looking at new guitars, new equipment. The new technology that they have here is unbelievable. And every year they do it and outdo themselves.
Yeah. How many people do you think you get on this weekend at the NAMM show?
Conservative figure is 115,000 people. They could top 120,000 people this year, which is phenomenal. It truly is one of the great trade shows in the country.
This is truly a phenomenal campus. Talk a little bit about the physical asset that we're standing in front of, Jay, and what it means to the city.
Well, this is the envy of almost every city in the entire country. Having a convention center of this size with the hotel blocks that we have within walking distance, and then the capper is this grand plaza. It ties it all together, it unifies it, it gives a networking opportunity, a party opportunity, event opportunity. It truly is one of the more perfect convention campuses in the entire country. We're so fortunate to have it here in Anaheim, and it didn't just happen by chance. This was people who came before me, before many others who had this plan in place and made it happen, and we're getting to enjoy the benefits of it now.
Well, I'm giving you credit for making it happen, because a lot has happened on your watch with this expansion. And let's talk about how we got NAMM, because this isn't a show that would have come to Anaheim years ago, right?
Well, it's been here a long time, but they pulled it out of, I believe it was in Chicago originally. 2 predecessors ago brought it from my job, brought it here, but it's just expanded so much. It was a small little one hotel show years ago, and it's grown with our convention center. We've grown with it, and they were one of the reasons that we expanded into ACC North in order to keep them, because it was just booming so much that it's become a bigger and bigger draw.
And it is a truly big show. We walked a little bit of the floor. You're going to see some of it. There's everything there, from gear for grips to be able to do lighting, smoke machines, everything you can think of that has anything to do with technology of music. Every possible instrument, from strings to horns and beyond. There are rooms upstairs filled with pianos, gorgeous pianos, that you can just sit and play and pick out the instrument of your choice. And there's education going on here. Talk a little bit about what happens with
There's education, because people want to know the newest technology in music. They want to know the newest techniques, the newest products. They want to know how to make money if they're in business. And they're teaching them all that right inside here, inside these sessions. So it's not just a trade show, it's an educational opportunity, the networking opportunity, and night, the bars light up and the music lights up, and it's a great show.
Yeah, it's a party in Anaheim, and let me tell you, it truly makes you understand how Anaheim has become a destination, with people like Jay leading the business community into doing these phenomenal things that we're enjoying today. And you can see, look around you everywhere, there are people buzzing. This is the happening place in Orange County. If you're anywhere within the sound of my voice, don't miss an opportunity to come to NAMM. Even if you aren't going to get in the show, hang and listen to the music all around you. It is phenomenal. Let's talk a little bit about what this means to the city, though. This has a big impact on your business.
Sure, it does. You know, using our calculator for trade shows, this has, of direct expenditures, $106 million economic impact.
Whoa.
And with induced and indirect, it's $181 million that they leave in this region because of NAMM.
That's terrific.
That's hard to replace.
That's terrific. And that's in a 7-day period, right, that they're in town?
Well, they are in town here for setup. They're throughout, but it means jobs. It's not just the people at the hotels. It's the convenience store down the street. It's the restaurants throughout. It's all the shops throughout, really, the county, because they get out and they explore and they have a great time. But it truly is. It's the jobs on the back dock, loading everything in. It's the jobs with everything you can imagine affected by this.
And those jobs mean more than just salaries for those folks. You know, they all then go shop, and they pay for braces for their kids, and they go and dine in the restaurants in their neighborhood. So really, you touch all of Orange County.
And you know what? It's not just jobs and economic impact. It is what they do through their foundation to give back to the schools and bringing music education back into the Anaheim elementary schools and donating money and instruments and time to the elementary schools.
Yeah, that's terrific.
They cover all the bases of what you hope. This is a dream client right here because they cover everything that you're looking for in a group for your city. They're great partners.
Now, this is one show of many you have throughout the year. Talk a little bit about sort of the convention business for Anaheim. You're a draw. You bring people from all over the world.
Well, this being the largest on the West Coast for exhibit space, and with our weather, and with our hotel package, and attractions around, and reputation. You know, the last year we set a record for booked conventions for future years, and that's 52 citywides we booked last year for future business. So it's amazing the amount of business that's coming out here. You know, Disney's always been the hook to get people out here leisurely. For business, this convention center is the draw.
Now, you have a big show coming next year that's just, this year, I think.
This year.
And yet this year, 2019, that's just everybody's buzzing about. Tell us a little bit about this show.
You know, IPW, I mentioned the numbers of this show, 115, 120,000 people.
Right.
Sometimes it's not always the numbers, it's the impact the group may have. We've got a group called IPW that is all the travel planners and wholesalers and travel media from around the world, from 70 different countries.
Oh my God.
That will be here. It's only 7,000 people that'll be here, but it is all the influencers from around the world. They'll come here and decide where they're going to send business over the future years. It means 1 million future new visitors over the next several years coming to Anaheim. They're going to see the entire county. They're going to see how Anaheim can be the hub for their Southern California adventure. But it is a week full of great events, of great meetings. It's an appointment scheduled event, so you go from appointment to appointment, learning about new destinations. But most importantly, they'll be right here in Anaheim enjoying what we have June 1 to 5 this summer right here in Anaheim.
That's awesome. I can't let you get away from this interview, though, without talking a little bit about, you talked about the charitable work that NAMM as an association does in music education. But your association, your charity, has done a lot. Visit Cares in Anaheim, and you've been very busy of late making lives different and better for people. Talk a little bit about it.
You know, we saw a need to really reach out and become more engaged with the community and give back to the community. We have a lot of conventions that come in, and they want to give back to the community like NAMM does.
Sure.
So we created our own 501c3 organization called Visit Anaheim Cares, and it's all about giving back to the Anaheim community. It's about really the youth, it's about the families, and we've got it in place. And right after that, we got a call from the Anaheim Chamber and the City of Anaheim needing a 501c3 to help with a temporary homeless shelter. And that's what happened when we created the Miracle on State College.
And it's the Miracle on State College because, wait till you hear how this happened. So Mayor Sadu gets newly elected, reaches out to the business community and says, it's getting cold, it's December, I want to get the homeless off the streets, out of the parks, and get them some shelter. And how many days did it take you to go from thought to finish?
What should have taken 90 days took 14 days.
14
days to open, and it truly was the city, it was the chamber, it was the business community, the hospitality community, the nonprofits, the faith-based, all coming together and making this happen because there was a need, and we had to do this, and it really is paying off. I had a neighbor who lives across from one of the parks who came up to our staff and said, thank you so much. We have our park back.
It's great. It's great for our communities. It's great for those who are in need. And it's great for you to know when you come to an event like this in a destination like Anaheim, you get to have a wonderful time and visit a great show. You get to see a great venue run by people who really know what they're doing. And you're also giving back because they have a heart like you do to give back to the community. Jay, thank you for letting us come in and be
Absolutely. Anytime. Come see us every week. Let's come see a new show.
We're going to go look at a bunch of stuff around, and we'll come back and visit you again. And thanks to Visit Anaheim for all you do.
Thank you, Jerry. Appreciate it.
Don't miss NAMM next January. You come out and visit. pianos. They're just so cool. Let's go check out some other stuff. All right, so here we are at P. Marriott, which is a great sax company. And look at this baby. Nancy, I think I want this. Not bad, it's only $6,100. I could go wild on this thing. NAMM, you can't beat it. So, as you can tell, here we are, third floor balcony of the convention center. What an episode, huh? That was a lot of fun. I hope you had as much fun as we had coming here and shooting it. My thanks to Jay Barres, to Tom Morton, and all the people on the Visit Anaheim and Anaheim Convention Center staff that put this thing on. Thanks to NAMM for letting us come as your guests and to be here today to enjoy all of this excitement around us. Thank you for coming every Wednesday to enjoy Java. We usually come from right down the street. You can see the Big A, and our building is in the shadows of it, as you know, right across the street, but not today. Today we're in the largest convention center in the Western United States at this exciting show. We hope you had a good time. We hope you come back next Wednesday and join us for Java again. It won't be nearly as exciting as being on location, but we'll come back and do this again somewhere. Until then, have a great week, make good decisions, and we'll see you next Wednesday on Java with Jerry.